Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. How you doing? I'm doing well. Just crocheting away, wearing one of my beautiful creations, my Hobie beautiful summer shirt in Mad Scientist. I love it. One of my favorite things I've ever made for myself. Well, one of the only things I made for myself anyways. So, anyway, thanks for joining me. Come on, let's have some yarny talk today. Welcome back. Good to see you. Glad you came to see me. Today feels like a long crochet with me. Or a short one. Who knows? One moment while I readjust so you can see what I'm working on down here and why my vision and my eyes are down here instead of on you. Just one moment. Okay, so I've adjusted a little, not a crazy amount. And now you can kind of see what I'm working on. This is one panel of a beach cover-up dress. I'm going to wear it as a regular dress, probably. I may line it when I'm done this, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a cotton and acrylic, a sheeple's wool, and I have 1 3/4 balls, so just under 2,000 meters for it. And already this one panel, which I painstakingly by hand wound these 2 balls to color mix them because they were kind of a mix-up. The lady who sold them to me on Facebook Marketplace, thank you, she had used part of the second one and had not touched the other one. So I had to color match. So I had to match the grays with the grays, the brown, like the dark colors, the light colors, all the way to these lovely hot pink that's starting to sneak in with the whites here. That's where we're at. So this is exciting. I've got one panel already at this point where I'm running out of this white and it's only going to be hot pink, and that's going to be fun to work with. I'm telling you, I don't usually use a hot pink, especially for something for myself. It's not a color I normally go for, but I mean, this color combo is not something I ever thought I would like to wear, and I actually love this outfit. I don't even wear it when I'm doing dishes. Nope. This does not go in the kitchen. I don't want to get grease on it, no nothing. I just do not want to take a chance with it because I took so long to make it. I love the feel of the soft cotton. Whole bee. Over here, I have another one that's totally Springfield. I'm really going to have to think about what I want to do with that one and the 2 Halloween ones and this Black Friday one. The Black Friday one is so different. It's not black in the middle. It's more of a hunter green. And like, I love black. I love gray. I love my neutrals, but I want some fun in my wardrobe, I guess is the best way of putting it. I'm doing that usual thing that a lot of ladies that are older and aren't skinny minis do. I'm hiding behind neutrals and loose clothing. Don't get me wrong, loose clothing is great. I actually like it even when I am small. It's very nice and very comfortable, and I don't feel like I'm stuffed into anything, because of course that's half the battle. Oh, almost hitting pink now. See just the tiniest bit of white left in there. It's been a fun ride with this yarn. I really like it. I can see why the price point is $35 per cake. And I got it for way less than that. I'm not even sure how that worked out because there was a whole bunch of other yarns that were worth quite a bit. I think we got like, lady was really destashing some nice yarns and we got quite a bit. I think it worked out to well over $200 for like $25. I think she just was like, yeah, take it. You got cash in hand, you can have this. Just get it out of my house. I'm done with it. And I am so happy and grateful. And I was just a little sad that I missed out on all the twisters that she had. Those went within like 3 minutes of her posting it because I caught it pretty fast. I check the marketplace quite often because they're like, the other day somebody had posted a $30 garbage bag and it was full. It was full with a lot of stuff that I wouldn't say was really fancy or anything, so I didn't think it was the greatest deal. Well, there's a guy that keeps coming on and off and nobody's buying them, but he's got a lot of Shepples and they're not the cakes, so I don't know what to do with those. It's not in my budget right now to spend that kind of money that he's asking for, which is probably quite a bit cheaper than he paid for them, but he says that he doesn't want to work with them. He's got enough and he's just trying to make some room. And I get that. I do. Anyways, trying to keep this in view. I was watching a video, I can't remember who it was the other day, talking about how it can be really challenging to stay in frame and keep your crochet in frame as well, because you're so used to crocheting down low. But I like to switch how I crochet so then my arms and stuff get a little more of a workout, I guess. Like yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. My daughters wanted to play on the scooter and their bike, and so I followed my husband and them outside for something to do to avoid cleaning again. Don't get me wrong, my house is not too bad. I just got a pile of laundry sitting behind me on the floor here that, well, it's not on the floor, it's on, overflowing out of a basket there. I couldn't think of the word. Out of a basket, and I'm just procrastinating because I don't mind doing laundry, right? Don't mind cleaning them, don't mind putting them in, drying them, all that stuff. I just really have a problem with making myself fold and put them away. Nobody understands it. I don't understand it. I'll clean your toilet 15 times before I'll even think about folding. And I hate the way it looks. I do. Like, it's been bothering me. I've gone 2 nights without sheets on my bed, for God's sakes. I really need to get off my butt and do that. So that's my plan for tomorrow, is to, at the very least, make my bed. But my bed's king size, and it is a giant ordeal to put those sheets on, because for some reason I can't seem to find sheets that fit that bed. I get them on, and within a day or two they've popped off and they're sliding off, and it's just a non-stop battle, and I've tried absolutely everything. My bed is in not very friendly to sheets. I haven't had any luck finding anything that fits them, and these are really nice gray sheets. They look really good when the bed's made, because my aunt made me the most beautiful white patchwork quilt. It's called a family quilt. Oh, it is gorgeous. It fits my bed just wonderfully, and matching pillowcases. And so when I make my bed, I'm always excited, right? But then my sheets come off and I have to take everything off, which is a lot of pillows and stuff, because I do need a lot of pillows. I have a really bad back from an accident from when I was really young, when I was 18, and it never really healed right. I got a lot of doctors that were patting me on the head ahead and sending me home because they thought I was looking for money, which I wasn't. I really, really am very upset that I wasn't more of an advocator. I was living on my own at the time, and I didn't really have any adults to help me navigate through this. And by the time any adult was able to help me, and my regular doctor came back from his month of training, I'd already healed in a bad way. As he described it, your back should, here, let me take this off so I can demonstrate. Your back muscles should slide, right? Movements, perfect, wonderful. My back ended up fused, and now my muscles do this. So if I move the wrong way, I'm pulling. So I have to do a lot of stretching. And sometimes in the middle of the night, my back will actually make loud cracking noises, like my hip will suddenly pop back into place because they haven't really stopped since having my third child. So I'm kind of a delicate flower right now, which is very, very frustrating for me. So I am trying slowly but surely. I've got weights over here that I quite often use in the middle of the night. I'll just do a couple small movements. I've got some yoga that I like to do privately, and when nobody's around, but I definitely have to do my stretching. There are mornings where I have to roll over 3 or 4 times and different movements because I can't feel my legs because my sciatica nerve, I think it's called, really had a number done to it when I was pregnant. So I'm still using my pregnancy pillow. I've got a body pillow. I've got this pillow, that pillow. And added to that, I have to sleep sitting up because I get disgusting heartburn, and medicine doesn't really help it. So I'm not eating as much as I was eating. So that's helping that go down. I am drinking lots and lots of water, and I'm doing small exercises to get everything strengthened up. My last pregnancy was really not a walk in the park for sure. I ended up with the gestational diabetes and super low blood pressures. Like every day at 2 o'clock, I'd pass out. My blood pressure is just so low. Like I have super low blood pressure, but it was at the point where I actually had to leave work about 4 months pregnant because I started to black out at work, and nobody wants to deal with that at the and it was the beginning of the pandemic. Like it just was a whole lot of change going on, and I wasn't doing very well. I was so sick. And then it came down to, like I said, every day at 2 o'clock, I had to be in a spot where I could black out. And it was every day. It scared my husband, it scared my kids, it scared me. I was constantly having to lay down on my bed right around then. I was constantly, if we were out anywhere, I'd have to go sit in the minivan while they were doing their thing. And like if we were at the beach, I'd go sit in the minivan in my seat, and we'd make sure I have the seatbelt on and the door shut in. I'd bring a pillow and all this stuff because I was just seriously blacked out. It would be a 20-minute, 5 minutes little nap and I'd be fine, but I'm not doing as bad with it. But there are some times where it catches me off guard and I'm still getting it. So we're constantly working on making sure that we have salty snacks for me. I have a drawer full of assorted nuts. A lot of them are salted. I have sunflower seeds in my room. These are things just in case I'm feeling really low. I have iron supplements I take. We try to make sure that I eat a lot of green leafy veggies and red meat, but meat hasn't been my favorite thing. When I was pregnant with my daughter, both my daughters actually, I really didn't like meat, like at all. Like the look of it, the smell of it. I'm still struggling. Like today I made meatballs, which I mentioned in my video from the other day. So I'm making a couple videos at the same time because I'm having trouble finding time to do this. Everybody's like, today today in particular, I was trying to make videos all day because I wanted the daylight at light, and yeah, here I am after midnight making videos after drinking coffee all evening to be sure that I could stay up and make sure that I could make a video. I like the videos. They make me happy, okay? They really do. I'm feeling less postpartum. That was a big tough one for me. And my daughter is going on to 3 now. And yeah, I don't feel sad. I feel hopeful. I don't feel as frustrated. There are some things in my life that are frustrating. And believe me, that has nothing to do with my mental capacities. That just has to do with the fact that sometimes some things are harder than others. Parenting is not always a walk in the park. There are your difficult ones. There are the children that like to fight their parents. Ooh, we have hit hot pink. Oh, it is beautiful. I'm glad I left it for the outside. I'm almost considering for the other panel to maybe do it the opposite. Ooh. Nah. Maybe I'll save that for my purple, my haunted house there. For another project that I'm considering. I was just talking to a young girl I used to babysit. She's just getting into crochet and she's all 16. Sweet girl. And she's asking me what I want to do with these beautiful Halloween ones I have, because I only used the one Halloween cake, which, as if you have seen my video on this shirt, I split the 4 loose strands into 2 per side. So they're not exactly perfect, which is what I wanted. I wanted this shirt to be unique, gritty, very much what I would consider to be very eye-catching. I love color. I love texture. I paint a lot of pictures. I don't think I'm a very good artist per se, but I am really, really good at my color mixing with paints. Like, give me the acrylics and you want me to copy colors, I will get you that color you want so bad. No problem. I'll keep going and go until I get that color for you. And it's just something in me that I'm really good with. I like have a color wheel inside my brain that I go to quite often. And somebody's getting water over there. Sorry, we have a water dispenser, and sometimes in the middle of the night when the house is super quiet, I can hear people getting up to get a drink of water, just because it's down the hall from my room, and I don't always fully close my door, so they can probably hear me blah blah blahing over here and going, okay, well, have fun with that crazy lady. Now they know what I'm doing. Hell no, I was trying to do this all day and it just was not working out for me. Alright, we did our half double crochet to a chain 1. Thank you, Bag O' Day. Crystal, wow, I love this invisible granny square, and oh my gosh, just looking at this in the camera. Oh, that is stunning. I'm in love. I am absolutely going to love this dress. It's gonna be great. Now, the thing I'm running into here is I'm wondering if maybe I should just keep going until I'm pretty much out of this. Do I want to do the straps in the hot pink? Because that's all I'm going to have left is this hot pink. We'll see how big it is when I'm done, because I think it's going to end up being super long on me. Before we even got to this last round here of pink, I turned it to its side because it's like a bandana dress, so you want to turn it on its side. You're making these big giant squares, but you're turning them on the side, so it's going to be point up, right? The bottom point already is longer than my knee, because I am not a very tall person. I am 5'2", on my tippy toes, right? Teeny tiny little thing. And so it's going to be quite long on me. So I am considering my options for straps and maybe trim. I might just go with a simple black. I might just pull out these tiny gray yarns I got from Hobie, these little cottons, but I might not because I kind of want to put them on my small bouquet that I made for Mother's Day. They were supposed to make it, but I ended up making it. But anyway, small bouquet of yarn flowers, I'm calling them. So they're just the little skeins, and they're on top of green dowels. Really cute. I'd show them off, but I have the Dollarama ones on there right now, and I got some Hobie ones with my points to have the kind that I actually really like, because I don't know this Dollarama kind. I'll just use those as scraps to make whatever, because it's alright. Anyway, I feel like I am wandering mentally because I'm having so much fun crocheting. It's definitely good times. Good times. I used to smoke, and I don't drink, and I don't do any of that. So crochet is definitely keeping me from slipping back into any of my old habits, and I get to make something pretty out of it, so I'm not hurting myself. So that's awesome stuff. Anyways, weird things to talk about. So, super excited on this. I'm going to have to put this on the back burner though. It's going to have to be maybe once or twice a week when I have a couple minutes to work on it. So the other ball is going to take a lot longer to do. This one took about four days of working on it, and I mean, I don't work on stuff all day long. I get an hour here, like in the morning I'm having a coffee and watching my YouTube videos, or Monday morning watching Hobie Bingo. I'm able to whip through quite a bit, because I mean, that is my me time when everyone's awake. I don't get a lot of that. It happens when you have children. Anyways, I'm going to finish that. There we go. I'm going to put this down, and oh no, I can't stop. I can't stop. It's just so lovely. It feels so nice in my hands. I am just loving the feel of this yarn, because these were a little tougher. They're a little bit more bulky. I've been working on these as well. And they're a little bit thicker and bulky because I'm using 2 different strands. And this is just super light. And it's super soft. And it is very, very pretty. But I like to keep something that I'm making for myself at the same time as I'm making stuff for other people. Because if I get frustrated, or I just need something a little more, like this one is super, it's 3 crochets, 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets. There's not even a chain in between them, which most granny squares have, and I actually really like that for this particular, for this pattern. This is really keeping it nice and close, which is what I wanted. So it's got its airiness, and it's still nice and close. So during this hot summer, I'll be able to wear shorts and tank top underneath it, or my sports bra, whatever, or a bathing suit. When it starts to get a little cooler, I'll probably throw on some leggings and a long sleeve shirt, or even a t-shirt. I've heard the 90s are back, so you know, a summer dress over a t-shirt was a hot commodity. That was the thing that all the girls did in high school, and I'll go back to that if I have to. I don't mind that. That's okay. And yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I hope you have something fun to work on this weekend. So glad you were here.